So, crazy couple of weeks I've had. I am Vanessa LaPepion, and welcome to Tangled in Tennessee, where we deep dive into haunting, mysterious, and downright chillin' tales into Tennessee's past. So, if you like true crime, history, mystery, Appalachian folklore, and all that Tennessee goodness, you might want to consider liking and subscribing. And yeah, so here we go. How have y'all guys been doing? So the past 2 weeks, I was out. I had a cold and 0 out of 10 stars. I'm still nasally from it, but I feel a whole lot better. Luckily, it was not the C word, but whatever it was, I've been doing pretty good. What a crazy, being sick and all that I haven't posted, but I did scroll through TikTok, and what a crazy couple of days it has been when it comes to animals. Like a crazy month, right? So the first thing that I seen was a few months ago in March, we went to the Lazy G Bison Ranch, and beautiful place. But one of the bison there, he happened to be a bottle baby, and the one that I seen and fell in love with threw the owner, I believe it's the owner, 10 feet in the air, and the man ended up in the Cookeville hospital. Luckily, he's still here. The man is like in his late 60s, early 70s. He's made of steel because a bison's head on me, I'm 5'8", and his head, like from my shoulders almost to my mid-thigh. That's how big this bison, his name was Chief, how big his head was, that threw this land. And what I heard is that Chief is now in the freezer. It's what I read through comments, as he should be, because if they do that, he's probably going to do it again. And yeah, that was crazy. And then what about Ed? Oh, you guys, I have been invested in Ed, the zebra that got loose and has been running through Murfreesboro. That's where I'm at right now. Running through Murfreesboro, and oh my gosh, the little pictures and stuff people have been putting up has been so cute. They caught him, though they seen him on Friday, and then they caught him and put him in this helicopter bag, and it's so cute. He's like flinging around. If you haven't looked up Ed the zebra, you should, because he's so cute. But it's just been crazy with animals. And then I heard there was a bear in Nashville. Like, what in the Jumanji is going on, right? Anyway, so let's get to this story today. So welcome to Tangled in Tennessee. We're going to redo this again. And of course, I'm your host, Vanessa LaPepion. And today we are going to wander to Cherokee. We're going to wander actually really deep into the Smoky Mountains to uncover one of the oldest and most featured characters like in Cherokee Appalachian folklore, and that is Spearfinger. Her name is Spearfinger, and Gemini told me it is pronounced Unkunta, and if it is not, I apologize, because it was telling me the rundown and pronouncing it that way. So Unkunta is the best I'm going to be able to do. Okay, but it means the one with the spear, and the spear is not something that she holds. It is actually her finger. So grab a flashlight, because this is one spooky Appalachian story. This is definitely a campfire story, and it's one that doesn't stay in the past. It shows itself often, and some say that she still walks the trails, especially near Nolan Creek. Spearfinger isn't just a scary story. She's a force of nature, and it is said that she was a monster that was created from living stone. And actually, in the folklore, they say that she's actually older than stone. When she walks, it says that the earth shakes. Her skin is as hard as granite. And when she sings, the birds, beasts, trees, everything hushes down and something ancient stirs. Cherokee folklore tells us that she prowls the borderlands in eastern Tennessee and western North Carolina near the, I'm going to butcher this, Cherokee Mountain, and her favorite places to hunt is in a misty summit called Whiteside or the Thunder Mountain. Thunder Mountain is a roller coaster in Dollywood too. Just so y'all know that. It is so fun. It's a wooden roller coaster. So she is known by 2 names. The first one is Spearfinger, and the other one is known as the Stone Dress. So she's not just made of stone, like I said. It is said that she is made from something older than stone. What's older than that? So she walks around singing a chant, and you guys, there's no way I'm going to be able to say this chant What it says is liver I eat. So what did Spearfinger want? She wants just one thing, livers. You guys ever eat liver and onions? Oh my gosh, it's so gross to me. It is one of my mama's favorite foods, so she might be a little Miss Spearfinger. She can be mean like it too.
All right now, if you're like me and you love trying new makeup and skincare, but your bank account said, girl, don't even think about it, let me tell y'all something really quick. There is this brand called Ipsy, and baby, let me tell you, it is a game changer. For just $14 a month, that's right, 14, you get a glam bag of 5 beauty goodies picked out just for you. I'm talking skincare, makeup, hair products, and sometimes you get full-size items. And listen, that's not all. It's not just some drugstore random stuff you get either. It is legitimate name brands that you all know and love. And let me tell you, I haven't found one thing in there that I haven't liked yet. If you're like me and love dabbling and trying new lipsticks without commitment, testing moisturizers to see if they actually hydrate or just lie to your face, this is something that you can do without breaking the bank. If you're curious, click down in my description below because a little self-care never hurt anybody, and Ipsy makes it affordable, fun, and a little bit mysterious. Just like me. Get yours today.
To the Cherokee, a liver is the spirit of life, and to Spearfinger, it is what she feeds on. Children are her favorite prey. It's what she likes because they are young and innocent. So I guess their livers are young and innocent too. What's scary about Spearfinger is that they say she can shapeshift into anyone. She can shapeshift into your mom, your grandmother, sister, even you. But she can only hide her disguise when she is unseen. You could maybe, like, if she walks past you, like a blink of an eye, you can like see her, like, you know how like someone's on the side. But if you look directly at her, the illusion fades. This is what they said makes her trick young children to follow her, because they see someone that they know walking, you know, out of the corner of their eye. So they follow them. And as soon as they fully look at him, she transforms. Something else that they said that she does, she can, when a child is dozing off, going to sleep, she can stroke their hair, put them on their lap, you know, and with a quick, swift moment of silence, she will poke them with her spear finger. There's no marks, no blood, just a strange sickness that takes a hold like days later, and by then it's too late. So let's talk about Nolan Park. Nolan Park is a part of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, and it's just south of the Elkmont in Tennessee. And it's a beautiful hiking place. It's quiet and calm, and some say that it's actually too quiet, and this is why Spearfinger likes to be around there. Nolan Creek runs cold and clear with rocks that are worn smooth over centuries. But the locals and a few hikers have stories that they'll never forget while walking in Nolan Trail, and it is said to be a very dark history in this area. Big and Funky Productions even filmed their attempt to find Spearfinger along this trail for the wrestling of ghosts. One crew member claimed that they heard singing, you know, that chant that we heard earlier about wanting to eat liver in the Cherokee tongue. Another saw a woman in a shawl, but something about her hand looked really wrong. It did not look aged, but it looked like it was stone. Well, hikers have reported in Nolan Creek around that area that they have a feeling sometimes like they're being watched, and the birds go silent without warning, and sometimes they will see a shadow dart back and forth like something out of the corner of their eyes, and it usually looks like somebody that they recognize. That this person, whoever it is that they recognize, will dart in and out of trees and then disappears. So it is said that Spearfinger wasn't just a predator. She was building something, a bridge of stone stretching from one mountain to another, from Tree Rock in the Hasilu. It's going to kill me with words, this one. The Hasilu River and the Whiteside Mountain. The Cherokee's higher beings in the upper world is said to be angered by Spearfinger's ignorance, and they struck her creation down with lightning, and the bridge scattered. Even today, you can see what they call Spearfinger's place. The ruins is something unnatural or unfinished. They say it looks like a bridge, but that it was shattered. So it is said that the Cherokee knew that they couldn't run, so they decided to fight Spearfinger. So a council gathered in many of the Cherokee towns. Medicine men devised a trap to deeply camouflage themselves in the brush. So it is said that they lit green saplings so thick with smoke that it rose into the sky, and Spearfinger saw it. So it is said that Spearfinger saw the smoke. She came out and she disguised herself as an old lady. They say they heard an old lady voice, and she came out and she had her finger hid under a blanket. But the hunters knew not to fall for her disguise. They knew it wasn't just an old lady out in the woods, and spears and arrows and everything bounced off of her skin because it was made of stone. So she laughed and went right into the trap. And even then, she's like kind of mocking the medicine men and all the warriors because she's like, I'm made of stone. What you gonna do? So nothing pierced her. So this is when nature started to come in with these warriors. And first the birds came, a titmouse, and then a chickadee. So I was like, what is a titmouse and a chickadee? So this is titmouse, chickadee, and birds. Y'all know what birds are. So the titmouse sang the word un, which the hunters mistook for the word heart, but no arrow worked to go through Spearfinger's heart. Frustrated, they called the bird a liar and they cut out its tongue. And ever since, a titmouse has a short tongue because of this. So don't be lying to the Cherokee. The Cherokee landed right on her hand, and this is the one that she always hid, and this was the clue for the warriors to know, it's not her heart, it's this. The hunters aimed for her hand, struck it right at the wrist, and that is where her heart was actually hidden. It wasn't hidden in her chest. So the other little birds were telling them what to do, and they just didn't know her heart was here. So now they don't have a tongue, a little bitty tongue. What a horrible story. Poor little birds. So she screamed, twitched, and then she was still. So people thought, okay, we got rid of Spearfinger. The little birds helped them cut off her hand. But then they realized that there is actually a stone man too. So this is how Spearfinger, the Cherokee, got rid of Spearfinger. They listened to nature, came together, got her hand cut off. The poor little birds, because they were misinformed, lost their little tongue. So that's what happened. But it is also said that the Cherokee did not know that there's also a stone man. And it is said that he also hunts livers. He is more stronger than Spearfinger. And when he heard of her death and he saw her hand nailed to a post, he smiled because she had her finger, but no one knows his weakness, and that is what he thinks is funny. So he walks, he sings, he does about the same thing Spearfinger does. He is just bigger. And the Cherokee still don't know what the stone man's weakness is. It is said that they still hear him too in the same area that Spearfinger was in. So the legend of Spearfinger, even today, because it sounds like a wild story, people still really believe this, and the legend has not faded. In 2021, a film called The Hike reimagined her story, and in it, the hikers disturbed her resting place and awakened her spirit. So in the movie, she takes over a young woman's body, seduces the hikers, throws boulders, hunts them, and her finger was deadly in the story. So if you happen to be in the woods, you see somebody that you know, recognize out of the corner of your eye, hide your liver and get running because this is Spearfinger. So what do you guys think of this haunting Appalachian folktale of Spearfinger? I never heard of her before. And you guys, I've been to Nolan Park. Woo! So y'all, that is the story of Spearfinger. So what do you think? What do you think of the stone man? And so if they killed Spearfinger though, and there's a stone man, why don't they think that it's the stone man doing this stuff? But they say it's Spearfinger. Anyway, I've been to Nolan Park and it does get quiet there. So I thought it was peaceful, but now I'm like, yeah. So if you guys are out there, guide your livers because it could be Spearfinger or the Stone Man. I'm still sad about the little bird that lost its tongue because of the miscommunication. Poor little what? So thank you for joining me today on this haunting Cherokee folklore legend. And if you like today's episode, subscribe and like to Tangled in Tennessee. So you guys, thanks for joining me today through this Cherokee legend. We're going to get back to some true crime. I've just been trying to find some really good stories because I get so in depth and deep into them, I want to know everything. And the legends, you got them and you got to just kind of roll with it. But I want to get back into some true crime. So anyway, we will see what new stuff I come up with next week. And yeah, so if you guys are ever in Nolan Park and you hear it go quiet, y'all better get up out of there. So until next time, keep those tangles out of your hair. And hey, follow me on TikTok and all the good social media stuff because I put up new content all the time about awesome Tennessee stories and all that good stuff, little tidbits you may not know. So until next time, bye y'all.